Well, I'm Sean Reed. I met Dan, would have been maybe 10, 12 years ago. It was just kind of a chance thing, actually. I walked into his real estate office. He just seemed like a really easygoing guy, and he had a particularly good knowledge of the area. We kind of hit it off. It was really easy to talk to. I got a really good vibe off him, I guess, would be one way to put it. So it was the first house that I'd ever purchased. Incidentally, Dan also sold that house for me, and I worked with him to buy this one here. It was a very hot market at the time, right? So getting a house was difficult. This was 2004. The prices were skyrocketing, and the buy itself had its own challenges. When we did it, the people that we were buying the house from, they had bought a house in probate, and as a result, we didn't really know when it was going to close. So it kind of came back and forth, and we had to work with them specifically on making that happen. And it all came together in the end quite well. Actually, I was very happy with the whole thing. Yeah, we sold it a couple years later. I moved back to Canada for a couple years, so we sold the house, and it was kind of a difficult situation with that person's loan. So Dan structured the deal to make sure it went through and to make sure that it went through successfully. And we ended up actually selling the house for a lot more than I would have expected. So obviously the entire selling experience was really good for me. Yeah, funny enough, I actually had two houses here that I had accepted offers on. I had one that was a bank-owned one that was maybe about 5 blocks from here, and then this one here. And Dan and I talked extensively about which one was probably the better deal and what was the better choice out of the two, because I really did have my choice of either one. And we settled on this one, which was absolutely the right choice. I bought a house, sold a house, and bought another house with Dan. I've also recommended him to a number of my friends who have used him as well, and all have had very good experiences as well. I'll continue to recommend Dan to anyone.